So we're going to give you a little mile-high view of how to terminally clean an OR. This is Ruth Ann. And when she's already washed her hands and she's come in, she's gowned up, and she's going to start by removing all of the linens, rolling it up nice so none of our microbes are going anywhere, being aerosolized. They're going to gather up all the garbage and the linens, take them all to one side of the room. And once she's moved these items to one side of the room, our second person of the team is going to come in, and we're going to give you a try to do this without a ceiling. They were going to clean the ceiling using their microfiber. And then again, it's going to be in like an S motion. So you see this is in an S motion. He's going back and forth. They're being careful around their lighting, around their sprinkler systems, their fire smoke detectors, their vents, and they're using the right product. Are they using something like this around their smoke detectors and their sprinkler systems and leaving these little fibers, or are they using something like this that's not going to leave their microfibers? I went in my OR the other day and we were using this beautiful, cute little multicolored thing like this, fuzzy. It was cute, pretty. And I looked up at the sprinkler system and all these little fibers were hanging down. I thought, oh, golly, we need to look at that product again.
It's a fuzzy petri dish.
Yeah. And then, once they finish the ceiling, they're going to go to the walls. And are they using the right type of product that's going to hold the absorbency of the liquid so it's not dripping all over? And they're using this S motion as they go up and down, halfway down, back, and then when they're going to go horizontal in the S motion. So again, catching any drips and splatters, top to bottom. They're cleaning the overhead lights. And they're using a different, obviously this for demonstration purposes, we're using the same one, but they would be using a different cloth for a different surface. One cloth, one surface. Look at your products make sure that it's saying that. So are we teaching our staff that if they find something, there's a big tear there, right? To let you know about it. But if we haven't taught them about it, then they don't know to come to you, right? If they don't come to you and do anything with it, then what happens? They go ahead and make that bed back up, right? And then the microbes just grow, it keeps happening, and at the end of the day, you possibly have a healthcare infection, right? So empower your staff, empower your environmental people, and tell them how important they are to your team. They are the capital T in team. They start with the best practices.
Right tools for the right job.
And then we move everything all back in place.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you. So they move everything back, all the furnishings back. He's mopping the floor, and he's on his way out of the room.
This actually has a built-in bucket.
So how many of you, after they've terminally cleaned, come back the next day and everything's in a different place than where you want it? It happens, right? So consider giving your staff, your environmental cleaning staff, a map of where you need things, because they don't know. They're not healthcare trained. So until we train them and teach them the right way, they aren't going to be able to provide you what you need to make your job successful. So at our facility, we've gone through and put little numbers on things. Number 1 matches number 1, number 2, number 2. Boy, did that make a difference. It made us more efficient. It made them more efficient. They didn't have to guess, where was that? They know. So there's just some things to think about. And as they've rearranged everything, all the furniture's back and redressed everything, getting ready. How many of you are doing quality assurance on your cleaning? Your quality assurance, there's the ATPs, which is like your adenosine triphosphatase products, where it looks at the microbes, whether that's dead or alive. Or you have your products like your bioluminescence products that glow under the UV light. And that checks mainly for your mechanical action, which is also important because without your mechanical action, you can't decontaminate, right? You can't disinfect it. So those types of products are a great teaching tool. We don't want to use it in a negative connotation. We want to use it as a positive teaching tool so that they can learn. This is, again, how your actions can impact my patient's outcomes. So they are your capital T, your environmental staff, and your EAM, okay? So, moving on here. To make it all work, we are doing the right training. We're using the right chemicals and equipment to get the proper cleaning and disinfection.